Waterfall Equestrian is that it gives you all this land just under a hectare land, so you can have all the water features you want, and these owners have gone for water features for sure. And you can build a house that is big enough to fit all your favorite rooms. So we're going to see a cinema later on, we're going to see a gorgeous office, and so many lounges. I should start counting right now before I miss some. So right from the front, you're welcomed by this beautiful paved driveway that wraps around the entrance. So you have access to the garages as well as access for your visitors to just drive through and then out again. Water features everywhere. So there is a dam behind us, and we're standing here outside the formal entrance of the house. And your guests would step through onto this travertine natural stone between those massive columns, but it's all covered, so you are safe from the elements. Have a look at the stunning water feature. It runs under the entrance, so under the steps, and you see the koi having a lot of fun in the water feature. And then we step into the double volume, massive entrance hall. So what is really great here is that in line with the luxurious and very classy style, you've got the crystal chandelier, you have the double volumes, you have a lot of glass here, so it brings the garden in. And then you have the stunning Cinderella staircase that we're going to see later on as we go up and have a look at the upstairs sections. So from here, this is your entrance hall, your cocktail lounge, where you're going to welcome your guests. And we're going to have a look at this gorgeous garden shortly. We have an open patio area, but let's first step into the formal entertainment spaces. So right here, down the passage, we have a formal dining room area to the right, and we're going to see more dining room spaces as well. So let's step into what your guests will enjoy when they come to visit you. Lovely double volume. It's a very stately space. They've created all these massive windows as well. You can see the water feature from here. You can see your gorgeous garden, and the drapes also are in line with the space in the windows. Table for 12, and the double-sided fireplace I can imagine will warm up the space beautifully. And it also gives you a quick look at the formal lounge area. The scale of the chandelier also matches the size of the room. Then through the dining room area, just across the passage, is one of the lounge areas. What is great here is all of these lounges that we're going to see are all no-facing. Really beautifully positioned house. It's right in the middle of the stand, so it gives you the best of the outside, but it also gives you the stunning view of the sun, really. There is air conditioning throughout the space, so you can warm it up very nicely, but bearing in mind we are now literally in the middle of winter, and the house is very warm because of the no-facing exposure. So literally a couple of steps down the passage, and we've now entered the family quarters. There's a lounge area, again, one of a few, nice and warm once again. I like the fact that all the lounge areas have recessed ceilings as well, so it does make it cozier. It also ensures that there is no sound echoing throughout the house, because it is a big house. Another double-sided fireplace. All the fireplaces are gas, so super neat, easy to turn on and off and get that extra ambience going. And now this would be our family dining area. So there's a 5-seater table. Easily you can make it a bigger table should you need to. And then we've got folding doors. And just to note, all the doors throughout the house and the windows are wood, so they're very well maintained. Folding doors, they can fold completely open, or they can stay enclosed in winter time just to keep the heat. And now I've entered the sunroom. I call it the sunroom, but pretty much it is an enclosed patio. We have an open patio, and now we have the enclosed patio. And this patio also comes with its own fireplace, magnificent skylight. And we bring a lot of natural light from there, and seamless glass that can open up or stay closed. So you can really feel the temperature right now. It is beautiful here. And you can see the stunning garden. And later on when we tour the garden, you're going to see there's so many spots where you can enjoy the sun or enjoy some shade in summertime. And just a quick look through here again with our frameless folding doors. We have the open sky dining space that I've created, and that is a step outside of the kitchen and right next to the veg garden as well. So now we're stepping into the kitchen. Love those curvy shapes. Again, it just makes it classier. So it is a timeless look in this kitchen. It is not ultra modern, but you can just see that it is exceptionally high end. And what they've done here is they've incorporated white or cream Caesar stone, a bit of wood, and a bit of cream with the cabinetry. And we have here Miele appliances throughout the space, and we have gas and electric. And the house also is fitted with solar panels, so you don't have any issues in terms of load shedding. Microwave, coffee machine, Miele, 2 ovens, so everything you wish for, as well as built-in fridges. And plenty of space. So imagine your caterers, how much space they're going to have to walk around and prepare those big platters for all the guests that you're going to have. All right, so just a quick note, a little pantry area here, lots of storage. And then we have 1 of 2 guest toilets. It's really clever what they've done. There's a toilet on either end of the house. Now we're stepping into the scullery area. So this would be where all your dirty dishes can go, a ton of more storage space, and then a door leading into the outside courtyard where you can put your laundry up and so on. And then another door leading into a separate laundry room. I love the fact that we have a separate laundry room. It's always nice to keep it separated from the scullery. And of course, for a big house like this, there's always stuff to do. And then the door here leads to the garages. If anyone wants to have a look, we have 5 garages in this house. Just a nice view of 3 of the garages.
Massive. Yep.
Massive garages, a ton of storage again in the garages, super high, and you can see your system across the other end, which is your backup. And if I was just to count the cupboards here, I like to see a lot of cupboards in the kitchen because I like my gadgets. It's nice that I will be able to fit all my gadgets here. The scale is massive.
Oh, and the views from the garden. At this time of day, now, like I said, we have the golden hour, as they say, but now it properly comes out in this house, especially with the sheer size of the rooms and the... You mentioned a double volume behind you, but I think it's closer to a 3x because look at these curtains once again. Just from a size point of view. Go and stand underneath for a second, please, Marusha.
We're heading for yet more lounge areas, but a quick step out onto the patio. So we've already counted 3 lounges. We have the formal lounge, we have the sunroom, we have the family lounge, and we've counted 2 dining spaces. Now we're into the open air covered patio, exceptionally deep. Again, I love seeing that with the patio because they can afford to have furniture that fits as well indoors as it does outdoors. So we have those stunning chairs, 12-seater table, and we have the gorgeous lounge suite as well. I can't actually believe that this is placed outdoors and it is in perfect condition and it is not damaged by the elements at all. And what's quite clever is the travertine. We had smooth travertine throughout the house, and it becomes the same travertine, but the rough one, as we step outside, which makes it non-slip. So very clever again, attention to detail. I think we're going to tour the garden after we're done with the house, so we don't lose the rest of the sunlight. And in style with the house, look at these gorgeous columns. They just frame the house. It's a very symmetrical, again, house. Everything is very much evenly matched. So these columns just draw the eye into the middle, into the patio, and then through to the front entrance. I mean, the size of these columns adds to the stately look.
I think that's going to be the word of the day, stately. Very classy, very chateau.
All of these doors will fold open. We've now stepped into yet another lounge area. So this could be the cigar lounge, the entertainment space for maybe more formal guests that you haven't invited for dinner, because you'll see shortly where your study is located. But right next to this room is also the cinema room. And you can't have a house that size without a stunning cinema room like this. And a very nice feature here is that they have left doors and windows in this room. They have fitted it with block-out curtains, which is very clever. We have the projector. We have 9 seats. Easily can fit more people. So if you have a lot of guests or all the kids are getting together, you have plenty of space for everyone. It is sloped, so it allows also for a lot of people to enjoy the space, and it has this gorgeous, lush black carpet. So also the sound is very well absorbed, ceilings reduced again, but again the scale of this room. I don't know if it is clear because it's not furnished with the biggest furniture. They've left a lot of space to walk around, but it really is beautifully done. Now just around the corner, we start with bedroom number 1 out of 5 bedrooms. And we'll see the same with all the bedrooms. The most gorgeous carpet. I actually feel bad walking on the carpet with my shoes. It is beautiful in color. It is lush. It is plush. It is soft to the touch. I actually want to take my shoes off just to feel this carpet. Massive room, king-size bed, ton of storage with beautiful wood cabinets. The room has its own courtyard. And then, of course, comes fitted with a full bathroom. Next door, what we have here is guest toilet number 2. Tucked away just behind the lounge area number 4 that we're seeing now. And it is also placed right next to the study area. So that's quite convenient. And they've created this division wall between the study and the lounge area. So if we have someone that is really hard at work, they really won't be bothered by anyone. You close the doors, you're behind the wall, so no number of guests will disturb your work. The door that we see across there is the double garage, out of the 5 that we've seen. Everything so far travertine, with the exception of the bedrooms where we have those plush carpets. So it's a lovely, lovely space, wide, big rooms, huge volume created with the double volume or high ceilings. And now let's head upstairs. We've seen multiple living spaces. We've seen one of the bedrooms and the study and the cinema room and 5 garages. Now let's head upstairs and see what it has to offer. Gorgeous curvy staircase. Now stepping upstairs, again, everything has volume and has space. So they've even placed this couch here because I can just imagine waking up in the morning, just taking your morning coffee here. You have the view of the skies, you have the view of your crystal chandeliers, and you just have a tranquil place of your own. Very nice and cute feature here. What they've done is this almost like a Juliet balcony, but an inverted one. And then we can start with the main bedroom because it is magnificent. Plenty of space. We have a gorgeous lounge spot here, another area where you can take a big couch or you can have a couple of chairs as they've done now. Again, 2-sided fireplace.
Is this number 3, number 4?
Number 3. Number 3 we've seen. And the rest of the house is air conditioned. The bedroom has the same plush carpet. The rest of the bedrooms have the same. And then as we step into the bathroom, it's the travertine that we've seen throughout the rest of the house. So everything flows and it's very consistent. I love the fact that the bath takes a centerpiece and around the corner, toilet, separate, and then the shower. And from here, this double doors, glass doors, open up into a stunning walk-in closet. And it is beautiful. And it's almost divided into his and hers, or theirs, and so on. Cupboards on both sides. And love the wood. It's a really beautiful wood that they've chosen for the cupboards. Again, it just adds to that, I want to say stately again, but this classy look with a touch of crystal. And then a stunning balcony here, and all of these rooms, just a reminder again, all of these rooms are north-facing rooms. So once again, you can see the gold, you know, the royal gold coming through, even with the sun. And back into the main bedroom. I mean, the scale of this room is hard to convey, but what I can say is you can very easily fit a double bedroom apartment into that main bedroom. Views of your rose garden. We're in the middle of winter, and this is the views that you get. And the greenery. So it also shows you how much water this property has and how well maintained it is and how loved it is. Lovely. But first we need to finish off with a few of the bedrooms. Plenty more to come and plenty more lounge areas to come. And just a note, this house comes with a staff apartment or cottage with 2 bedrooms, lounge and kitchen, completely individual and on their own, very spacious as well. I'm now stepping into lounge number 1 upstairs. And I would imagine you can easily even make this a games room. You can add so many features here. I could even put a ping pong table here because it's big enough to put a pool table or anything you want to do. It's a massive, massive room. And it's very clever what they've done with the doors, because if people are being noisy or your children are being noisy, close the doors and leave them inside. And then we've got the stunning skylights bringing additional light in as well. And from there, we're stepping into the open pajama lounge. So this one here is framed by the 3 bedrooms. So this would be the family quarters, so maybe start with the bedroom right behind you. All bedrooms are en suite. All bedrooms have balconies. So if you would step through, again, the same high volume space, views. The views from here are really magnificent. And then around the corner, we have this stunning bathroom. And what's great about Waterfall Equestrian Estate, we only have about 120 properties here, or 120 stands rather. There's actually less households than 120. Let's have a look at bedroom number 2 on this wing. You have a gorgeous restaurant and a hotel at the entrance. And there's a beautiful walking, running trails, cycling trails. So it's a very exclusive and environment that allows a lot of space for everyone. It even, some people even come in by helicopter. But if you don't feel like traveling by helicopter, just know that you are 15 minutes away from Sandton. So it really is prime real estate, 15 minutes from Sandton or Pretoria East. And then walking through that, again, I want to say massive, generous pajama lounge into the last bedroom, bedroom number 5. And this bedroom is enjoying the same golden hues from the sun because it is also a north-facing bedroom. And we have the balcony as well as an aircon and its own ensuite as well.
Golden hues, look at that. I like. And again, look at these cupboard space.
Plenty.
Proper.
I would say whichever child got this room definitely loved their clothes.
Interesting point you made there, Marusha. Would it be fair to say that the entire right side is the main wing for the main bedroom, and the left-hand side would be all for the children's? Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the guest will have a completely individual private bedroom on the other end.
This is magnificent.
Should we head down and have a look at the garden?
Yes, please.
So what's really nice with Waterfall Equestrian Estate also is you somehow have access to the XK River. So electricity backup, water backup, and clearly they love their water features and the dams because we have a dam on either side of the house. Having a look at the exterior on the north side of the house. because it is truly magnificent. I mentioned the columns earlier, we had a look at them, but if we go further into the garden space, I really think it's worth taking another look, because when you have your garden parties, you can do weddings here, functions, because why not? I mean, look at the view that your guests will be getting. And what's really nice is that they've placed their furniture in different spots of this massive garden. So you're really invited to step away and maybe go into the, you know, the furthest corner next to the water feature so you can hear the sound of the water, or you just step further into the garden and have a look at your flower bed there. And I mean, if you look through from here, what you see is, again, that sunroom that we saw. So you see that the entire length of the house is designed to entertain and to enjoy.
Look at this, guys. How's this for a shot? Look at that. Entertaining galore. French Chateau. Waterfall Equestrian Estate. Marusha. Look at the size of this garden. Yeah, exactly.
Those are, I want to say, francolins or pheasants or francolins.
We're going to chase them,
but they're clearly loving their life there because they're catching all the sun. So they're literally just being part of the landscape. And there's a lot of them.
Let's not chase them. Let's keep them where they are. Ooh.
I mean, how about catching that sunset? So this is a prime stand. It's in the middle of Waterfall Equestrian. We're very close also. There's a gym area here. There's, of course, stables where if you are into horse riding, you can have your horses stabled here. What more can you ask for?